With regard to food shortage, yes, we did talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. And because both Russia and Ukraine have been the breadbasket of Europe in terms of wheat, for example, just to give one example.
When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you. And I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread.
Well, with Easter less than a week away, you may have noticed that the price of eggs has been skyrocketing. Costs are being driven up by several factors, including an outbreak of bird flu that has forced farmers to kill more than 20 million chickens. We get more on this from CBS's Omar Villafranca.
Sam Miller has more than 8,000 hungry mouths to feed every day at Cedar Ridge Egg Farm in Northeast Texas. The rising cost of the corn and wheat feed is forcing Miller to raise his egg prices. His feed bill for his growing business is up nearly $7,000 a month.
I don't jack my price up. I make a little bit. I don't make a lot off my egg.
The war in Ukraine, a major grain producer, and drought conditions in the U.S. have pushed wheat and corn prices up significantly. That has driven up the price of eggs by 56%. Last year, the national average for a dozen large white eggs was $1.60. Now it's up to $2.50.
Your morning breakfast price is going up all the way from the eggs, but to the bacon and the toast and everything else.
Livestock economist David Anderson says the worst avian flu outbreak in 7 years has killed more than 20 million birds in 24 states and has chipped away at the egg supply and pushed prices up.
It takes time to adjust to higher prices and higher costs. You don't just snap your fingers and get more production.
Higher fuel prices are also hammering Miller. The cost to fill up his delivery truck almost doubled, and he's doing everything he can to avoid raising his egg prices again.
There's going to come a point in time where I have to do something or I'm not going to be here.
Higher grain prices aren't just affecting eggs. The price per pound of bacon, ground beef, whole chickens, they are all up compared to last year, and experts say those prices could get even higher. Nora?
Really interesting reporting, Omar Villafranca. Thank you so much.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
The Black Sea region as a whole is an agricultural producer area, but we're talking not just about corn, wheat, barley, sunflower oil, but fertilizer, very importantly, as your correspondent pointed out, as well as oil and gas. All of that is shipped through that particular sea route, and overland transportation costs, trucks are just not competitive. It's not going to be cost valuable. It's prohibitive, too costly to get these exports, both of fertilizer and of those agricultural crops, to the Middle East, to the US, to Asia. Really is a matter of a major choke point in global agricultural and fertilizer markets.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.